So again, we have made it to the end of 2024, and this time I'm here to talk about my 5 favorite shows of the year in 2024. So let's begin. Starting off with, I know this show isn't done yet, and we're gonna see my review for it, but so far it's Skeleton Crew, and so far I was like genuinely surprised by the reviews by it. And like it just like when they said they were gonna make something like 80s Amblin film, I was a bit like, we'll see, we'll see. And well, it is a air, fresh of a fresh of air for Star Wars fans because it just brings in a new genre in, kind of like telling like a pirate story. And when you bring in Goonies, Skeleton Crew, and Disney's Treasure Island, you give us Skeleton Crew, kind of like a Star Wars pirate story. I would think that, yeah. And the characters are likable, especially you have Jude Law, who I'm not the biggest Jude Law fan, but this one I probably might remember of him. Oh yeah, and also Steve Urkel's in this show. How surprising is this he's been? Still acting though, especially after when Family Matters ended. And also, I gotta say, bringing in like a pirate genre into Star Wars is something we really have not seen before, and like giving us to enjoy like something that's Star Warsy again. Next up, we have Agatha All Along. Now, all of us who didn't think this was gonna be good need to take the L here. We were immediately wrong with this show. Like, we all didn't think it was all gonna be that good. However, the MCU gave us something that it failed to do in the first place, was care about the new characters. And boy, did they deliver. And especially when you have Aubrey Plaza, who's, I say she's like so good and so scary as Real Vidala and Slash Death. That was good. And especially like at the beginning, it just got boring, but then it got better later on once you get into the witch's world, which I like that. Also love the effects, and especially like the twists and turns, especially Billy Maximoff, who I thought was the standout of this show. Now there may be a few problems with this that I probably did not like with this, like when they changed this like title so many times though, but it's Agatha All Along, and it's surprisingly good, very good. Next up, we have Star Wars The Bad Batch, and Season 3 gave us a conclusion to the Bad Batch characters, where you have the characters you have to care about. Now, I just personally do think when they were trying to rescue Omega and like set her out free, and yeah, though I didn't mind about Crosshair coming back to the Bad Batch and like at all. That I didn't mind about either. But compared to the likes of the Clone Wars and Rebel Moons, this one I have to say is probably one of my favorite Star Wars animated finales. And a very satisfying conclusion to these characters, and maybe we'll see them in live action someday, who knows. But there's a doubt it, but other than that, very satisfying conclusion to these characters. And a finale that, yeah, I did get teared up about it. So yeah, moving on. Next up, we have Tulsa King, Season 2. The Sylvester Stallone show, who he plays, you know, Dwight Manfredi, who's a mob boss in which he goes to Oklahoma to start a business with a couple people in Oklahoma. And Season 2, well, it did start out a bit slow, but then it just boosts as the show goes on. The antagonist, yeah. It is violent, it can be funny, and can still well be kind of like the next Mob Boss best series since The Sopranos. I don't know. I mean, it kind of jumps the sharks a bit. But it's still like a show that I admire, like how Mob Boss it is. And especially like the antagonist in the show with Frank Grillo and Neil McMuff providing so much equally sane energies. The storyline could be that badass. Yeah. Now there are a few issues with this, when it comes to sharks, but that I don't mind about. And hopefully we'll get season 3 one day, because I won't have the finale, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But in first place is the best show of the year is The Acolyte. A great Star Wars show. Nah, I'm just playing with y'all. The Acolyte, I didn't really like it. I was very disappointed about it. But actually, the real favorite show of my year is The Penguin. And yeah, The Penguin, the spin-off of the Batman in Matt Reeves' universe, in which Colin Farrell, he's amazing as the Penguin. Like, there are a few Sopranos vibes in there, like the houses, the mother problems, and Colin Farrell feeling like the Tony Soprano kind of mob boss thing. Yeah. And Vic with just, I thought he was a great supporting character alongside Oz and Christine Milioti, who's the daughter of the Falcones. I thought she was like an absolute standout in like her own episode. This girl deserves an Emmy. Like, no questions asked about this. This is easily one of my favorite shows. And it does have a bit of Sopranos in there, like that. But overall, when they changed Oswald Cobblepot's name to Oz Cobb, I didn't quite like that. But yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that they changed his name. It's still one of, if not the best shows of the year. And this deserves an Emmy, and probably can be one of my favorite shows of the year. So, without question, this is easily my favorite show of the year. So, yeah. What were your favorite shows of 2024? Drop your comments down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you all next year for shows in 2025.